Good morning to my dear students. Students, as we were discussing about environment, and I discussed that what is environment, all the things around us are the part of environment, and I also told you what is ecosystem, and I told you that ecosystem is a system which is developed due to the interaction between biotic and abiotic component. So in the same series today I will discuss few more concepts which are related with the ecosystem or our environment. And the first topic which I want to discuss with you is food chain. I think you all are aware that what is food chain. So today we are going to elaborate it. What is food chain? Students, I want to tell you that food chain is basically a chain type of structure, or it's a sequence of organism through which energy is transferred from one organism to another organism. So in another words, I have to say that a food chain is a series or a sequence of or a chain of living organisms in which they are interconnected in the form of tropic levels through which energy passes in the form of food. यानी कि फूड चेन एक सीक्वेंस है लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स का जिसमें एक चेन की फॉर्म में लिंक्ड रहते हैं कई सारे लिविंग ऑर्गेनिजम्स, और इस चेन के थ्रू जो एनर्जी है वो पास होती है एक ऑर्गेनिज्म से दूसरे ऑर्गेनिज्म में. ठीक है. इट शोज द रिलेशनशिप ऑफ प्रोड्यूसर्स एंड कंज्यूमर्स. मीन्स इट शोज द रिलेशनशिप हु विल बी ईटन और हु विल बी ईटन बाय whom. ठीक है. दस इट इज़ अ सीरीज ऑफ ऑर्गेनिज्म टेकिंग पार्ट एट वेरियस बायोटिक लेवल्स फ्रॉम प्रोड्यूसर्स till consumers. Now I am giving you one simple food chain. Now producers are eaten by herbivores and herbivores are eaten by carnivores. So this is a simple food chain. Now food chain can occur in both kind of ecosystems, in aquatic ecosystem as well as in terrestrial ecosystem. So the first example is of terrestrial ecosystem or a grassland ecosystem. You can see that grass is eaten by grasshopper is eaten by frog is eaten by snake, and snake is finally eaten by eagle. So grass is at the first tropic level, grasshopper at second, frog third, snake fourth. ठीक है. Similarly the food chain you can observe in the aquatic ecosystem. Phytoplanktons are small plant-like structures which are eaten by zooplanktons. Zooplanktons are eaten by some carnivores like crustaceans, and crustaceans are eaten by some small fishes, and small fishes are eaten by either by the cranes or large fishes. So this is the example of food chain of water or aquatic food chain. Now as I mentioned that in food chain a particular organism is kept into a particular level or a place, and this position is called as tropic level. So actually what are tropic levels? So I am going to explain it. Tropic levels are the various levels or steps of the food chain through where the food is passed in the form of energy, or energy is passed in the form of energy. ठीक है. So I have to say that the different steps or different sequences of food chain can be considered as tropic levels through which energy is passing into the successive tropic level. Means tropic level food chain के वो sequences है जिनसे होकर के एनर्जी फूड की फॉर्म में पास ऑन हो रही है सक्सेसिव ट्रॉपिक लेवल्स पे. तो वी कैन मेक अ कंक्लूजन दैट द प्रोड्यूसर्स आर एट द फर्स्ट ट्रॉपिक लेवल while the herbivores or the primary consumers are at the second tropic level, while the carnivores or the secondary consumers are the third tropic level, and the large carnivores or the tertiary consumers are at the fourth tropic level. So here you can see that producers are at the base, then primary consumer, then secondary consumer, and the tertiary consumer. So producers are at first tropic level, primary consumer are on second tropic level, secondary consumer are third tropic level, and tertiary consumers are at fourth tropic level. And what is the significance of food chain? Food chain is very much important because it helps in the understanding of the food relationship as well as interaction between the various organisms of the ecosystem, as well as it is the basic mechanism of transfer of energy in the form of food. ठीक है. Now what is food web? If you will observe that might be possible there are certain food chains which are interconnected at various tropic levels. So sometimes what happens, one organism can be included into more than one food chain. So these two food chains can be interlinked with the help of that particular organism. So it forms a network of food chain, and the network of food chain which are interlinked at various tropic levels is called as food web. Is it clear? Now the last topic which I want to discuss with you, flow of energy. Now, as we know that sun is the ultimate source of energy, and the sun's energy comes in the form of solar energy, and the plants are trapping this energy, or producers are trapping this energy, and they are converting this solar energy into chemical energy during the process of photosynthesis. Now, one thing I want to tell you that this solar energy always passes from sun to producers, and while the herbivores are eating these producers, this energy will pass on to the herbivores. While carnivores are feeding on these herbivores, the energy will pass on to the carnivores. So in this way, the energy is passing from producers to primary consumers, primary consumer to tertiary, tertiary to primary to secondary, secondary to tertiary. So in this way, we can say that the energy always passes from in one direction, from producers to consumers. It will never go back. Okay? So we can say that the flow of energy, or the direction of flow of energy, is unidirectional in case of the food chain. Okay? And one more thing I want to tell you that the green plants can capture only 1% of the solar energy, okay, which is falling into them, and out of it only 10% is going to pass into next tropic level. Means I will show you some examples. So I am giving you one example. Suppose from the total energy which is falling into the plants, only 1% is consumed by the plants or trapped by the plants. Suppose the amount of energy is 1000 joule, so it's only 10% will reach into the next tropic level. So you are observing here only 1000 joule is there in the plants, and it's 10%, 990 joule is lost into the environment, either in the form of the heat or the heat energy or respiratory loss. Only 10% will be moved to the next tropic level, or it's 10% once again will pass into the next tropic level, and 90% will be lost into the environment, either in the form of the heat as well as the respiratory loss. So I mean to say that you are observing here 1000 joule is coming here, 1% is only observed. Okay? So 10 joule is there, sorry, 1000, it's 10% will be 10 joule. Okay? So 10 joule will be passed as plant food to the deer, and 9 joule will be eliminated in the form of the heat or respiratory loss, and 1% of the energy will pass into the lion. So we are observing 90% is going to radiate back into the atmosphere from one tropic level to another tropic level, while only 10% is going to pass from one tropic level to another tropic level, and this is called 10% law of energy flow. So it states that when energy is passed from one tropic level to the successive tropic level in a food chain, only 10% of energy can pass. 90% of energy can radiate into the environment, either in the form of the food energy, either in the form of the heat energy or respiratory loss. So today in this way we discussed about food chain, food web, tropic levels, and 10% law of energy flow. I hope so you understood today's concept. Still, if you have any query, please ask. Thank you.